Welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to learn some real-life English with comprehensible input? As you know, comprehensible input is someone speak slowly and clearly so that you can actually understand. Today, we are talking about something we all care about: money. But not in a boring way. We are talking about how to feel richer and happier without spending a lot of money. And along the way, we will also pick up useful English words. Alright, let's get started. Doesn't matter what language you speak or where you live in the world, money is always a big topic. It can feel a little sensitive, right? But honestly, everyone cares about it. For us, as normal people, money is part of daily life and it really influences how we think and even how we feel. Do you agree? Do you agree? Like, if you are worried about money, it's hard to feel relaxed. But if you feel in control of your money, suddenly life feels a lot lighter. So today, guys, I want to dive into this sensitive but important topic. But don't worry, I'm not going to make it boring or super sensitive. I want to share my own way of saving money while still enjoying life. This video has two parts. First, the actions I take to save money, small practical things that makes a big difference. And second, the mindset I keep, how I think about money that helps me save money and stay happy. As you watch, I want you to ask yourself, do I already do this? Or maybe I could try that next week. Because the truth is, the actions and the mindset, they always go hand in hand. One supports the other, and at the end, I will ask you to share your own tips in the comments below so we can learn from each other. Action number 1: walk, bike, or take public transportation instead of driving or calling a taxi. I know, it sounds super basic, right? But honestly, it saves a lot of money on gas or electricity, parking, and of course, taxi fares. For me, a 30-minute walk, a 30-minute bike ride, or even an hour bus or metro ride, all these are totally fine. They can cover like 90% of my daily activities. Here is a quick example. A coffee here in China normally costs around 20 Chinese yuan, but take a taxi to a park nearby normally cost me another 20 Chinese yuan. So by walking to the park, it's like I got a coffee for free. Not bad, right? And the bonus part is healthy. Good for your wallet, good for your body. That's what I call a win-win situation. Next one, the no-spend challenge. Sometimes I do a no-spend day, usually on a weekend, maybe twice a month. And it's actually what it sounds like. No shopping, no eating out, no buying random stuff, zero extra spending. So today is my no-spend day. I just use what I usually have at home, cook my own meals, read a book, or go for a walk in the park. It actually feels kind of fun, like I'm playing a little game with myself. And the best part, It resets my brain about spending. After a no-spend day, I feel more in control and less tempted to waste money on small things. So, have you guys ever tried something like this? Then, action number 3, the 24-hour rule. This is my secret weapon against impulse buys. Now, what's an impulse buy? It's when you buy something suddenly without thinking, just because it looks nice in the moment. My rule is simple. If it's not a real need, I wait 24 hours. If I still want it tomorrow, maybe I will buy it. But honestly, most of the time, I just forget about it. This little trick has saved me so much money and also saved me for a closet full of things I don't really use. What about you guys? Do you also buy things on impulse sometimes? Alright, so those are 3 simple actions I take regularly. Pretty practical, right? Nothing too crazy, but they really add up. Here's the thing, guys. Saving money is not just about the actions. You can walk, you can cook at home, you can stop yourself from buying that new shirt. But if your mindset doesn't change, it's really hard to stay consistent. So for me, the real secret is not only in what I do, but also in how I think. That's what keeps me happy while saving money. Because let's be honest, if you always feel stressed or restricted, you won't enjoy the process. So, let's shift gears now. Let's talk about mindset, the mental side of saving money. Alright, mindset number 1, and honestly, probably the most important one, is learning to feel abundant. Now, abundant doesn't just mean having a lot of money in your bank account. No. It can be super simple things. The sunshine on your face, some fresh air when you open the window, a free book from the library, or even just a nice walk with a friend. When you stop for a second and actually appreciate those things, you realize, wow, I already have so much. And in that moment, you feel rich on the inside. And honestly, that feeling is way better, way deeper than just buying another bag, t-shirt, shoes, or some random stuff online. Next, let's talk about avoiding lifestyle inflation. Now, what does that mean? Lifestyle inflation is when you start making more money and then you immediately start spending more money. You get a rise, suddenly you want a bigger apartment. You make a little extra, suddenly you are eating at fancier restaurants or thinking about a nicer car, right? I try really hard to avoid that trip. I always tell myself, just because I can afford it doesn't mean I need it. Instead, I remind myself to live below my means, which simply means spending less money than I earn. That's the real key to saving and building financial freedom. And last, but definitely not least, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Honestly, this is the best kind of spending. Education, learning learning new skills, taking care of your health. Those are things that give you a return for life. For me, learning English completely changed my life. It opened the door to better job opportunities. It gave me the chance to start this YouTube channel. And most importantly, it allowed me to connect with all of you from around the world. That connection, that community is priceless. No amount of money can buy that. So think about it. What's one thing you ever invested in yourself recently? Maybe a book, a class, even just time to work on your health. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. Alright, my friends, let's do a quick recap before we wrap up. For actions, we had walk, bike, or take public transportation, try a no-spend challenge, and of course, the 24-hour rule. And for mindset, practice feeling abundant, avoid lifestyle inflation, and always invest in yourself. If any of these ideas gave you a new perspective, do me a favor, my friend, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, my friend? What are you waiting for? Come join this amazing community. We are learning, we are growing, and we are supporting each other. And just remember, saving money is not about being cheap. It's about creating freedom, reducing stress, and living a happier life. So, keep that in mind, my friend. Take small steps, and I promise you will feel the difference. Thanks so much for watching, my friend. I will see you in my next video. I'm Ollie. Bye bye.